My name is Nikki Bell, and I actually went to the Schertz meeting yesterday, the planning and zoning meeting. Pretty interesting. I did make some notes. Thought it was interesting, the demographic of Schertz, which is 63.1% white alone, 10.81% black, 2.1% Asian, and 34.8% Hispanic, with 17.7% considering themselves biracial. I did get that information from the Schertz website and their market data website, and that makes a lot more than 100%, so I'm not really sure how they're calculating that. But I can say that there were 8 seats on the council. 7 people were present. There were 5 white men, 1 woman, 1 black man, and 1 woman not present. I think that's pretty fair of the city's demographic. I did not see any Hispanics, but that doesn't mean that someone might not have been biracial. There were several topics on the agenda. The most interesting one was topic 5B, where a car wash was hoping to have its zoning changed from office professional district, have the area's zoning changed from office professional district to neighborhood services district. Currently, that area does not support a car wash according to the current zoning laws, and there were lots of other businesses of that type, neighborhood services down the street, across the street, and so it seemed a little unnecessary for this one to particularly be stated as an office professional district. I think the main reason was because it was surrounded by residential homes. There was a driveway to a house 200 yards away across the street. There was a house, a single house, about 200 yards behind, and then there were other houses in a neighborhood adjacent to it and behind it as well. And I think for that reason they had designated this area office professional district a long time ago. And so back in May, this request was denied 5-1 by the planning committee. And so it was being reintroduced this time with an attorney was present, as well as the owner of the property who wanted to clearly sell the property. And so the attorney was representing a car wash, watershed car wash, and they wanted to build this new location on FM 3009. And it said that the neighborhood services was meant to complement neighborhoods, and there were restaurants, coffee shops, oil change businesses all along the same area. But for whatever reason, earlier in the year, they didn't want to do that. But this time, from what I understand, there were about 400 people there back in May. But this time, there was nobody there. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And there was no one and they had done all their posting and everything, and even the council found it interesting that nobody was there. But they were the developers were going to make some really interesting changes to keep it neighborhood friendly. They were going to take the area down 10 feet because it was on a plane, and they were going to lower the area so that it'd be closer to the road, easier in and out. They were going to do all the landscape buffers, erect an 8-foot wall, do a lot of the things that were necessary to make this place friendly for the area, but away from the houses. And so in the end, it was accepted. The council did say that this is a suggestion. It's not really where the bottom line vote goes, that the city council still had to make it. There were several other agendas on the topics on the agenda, but that was the most interesting one, and I really did have a good time going there. Yeah, I am running out of time here. I have a lot more notes to talk about, but this was the most interesting. Thanks.